Hi there. Hey, here's the short little video on the stuff I've come up with for the Dillon reloaders, and this is my roller cam follower. As you can see here, I've replaced the pointed cam follower that Dillon has with actually a bearing. I thought about doing it for years, and finally one night in a couple of beers, and I decided to do one, and geez, I was really impressed. It was great. But anyhow, so there it is. We've really refined the production process and putting out a top shelf product here. So anyhow, over here at the press, I'll show you where it lives and what it does. And what you do is you actually unscrew the original cam follower, which is mounted in here with a jam nut. And you put the bearing rig in, and there's a little bearing right there right now, and it used to just be a pointed chunk of steel, and it actually worked fairly well. But now with a bearing in it, when you cycle, it is just so glassy, smooth, and beautiful. It just you can feel what you're doing, you can see what you're doing. It's so nice. You have the threads cut just right. It's actually a very, very narrow range that you're working in on so far as your height. So I mean, we're all going to be within a turn or two of each other on that. It's actually quite simple to adjust, just like anything else. All right. So in addition to the cam follower, we have the buffer detent ball, and you'll notice here, as this case index is around, you see how bad it hopped? It didn't. Solid as a rock. Okay, we'll do that one more time just to prove it can be repeated. There it is. It's just glassy, smooth. Now that's huge. So that's another great thing that I came across, because I was having so much trouble with the powder hopping out. So what I did was I researched bearings and so on until I couldn't research it anymore, and I came up with what I think is probably the best possible replacement for that bearing. I got rid of the steel ball that used to live in there, and then I replaced it with a phenolic, which weighs approximately 1/5 of the original. And also in my 650, I cut about a half a turn off of the spring to lower the impact or the velocity value of that detent ball. And that detent ball is this little guy right here. And the reason I got my finger in that hole is so it doesn't go down there again. But there it is. This is actually an industrial grade bearing, and I cut approximately 1/2 a turn in, not around, but in length of that spring to soften that spring tension to make that index well. I do those also for the Dillon XL 650, and somewhere around here I have a bunch of those. Right there, a much more robust bearing. However, they work equally as well. So there you have it. It's the small things that make a great difference. This has just made reloading so much easier on my nerves that I can't tell you. So there it is. There's my Dillon improvements. Thank you very much.